Welcome, I'll be reacting to Star Trek The Animated Series, Season 1, Episode 8. This is not a market substitute. Support the original on Paramount+. Engage.
Then the center of the galaxy might still be creating new matter. The Enterprise is now on a science mission to investigate. It's an awesome thought that we may actually witness matter being created.
All stations report yellow alert readiness, sir. Captain!
I just had an interesting thought. We have a bit of a storm going on, and the title had magic in it. What if this story is based on The Tempest by Shakespeare?
Sir, it's taking considerable power to hold position.
Just in time for 4th of July. That's when I'm recording this.
Scanners indicated some form of matter-energy whirlwind, Captain.
Get out of there.
Warp 8.
Take us out of here, Mr. Sulu.
Still being grounded, Captain. Warp 9. Warp 10.
Emergency reverse power.
That was fun. This is some Doctor Strange stuff right here.
You think you know how the world works? You think that this material universe is all there is? What mysteries lie beyond the reach of your senses?
Apparently, the natural laws of our universe don't operate here.
Uh-oh.
Ship's life, support systems, fading. We've got to do something.
A satyr.
Humans. Lovely, primitive humans.
That is one jacked satyr.
Logic? Whose logic, my elfin friend?
Look around you, Spock. Everything is working.
Our universe operates by what you superstitiously call magic.
In order to function, the galactic creation point must extend through space, time, into another dimension where the logic of things is totally different.
It took magic to get your vessel working again. Magic you, my friends, don't know how to work.
Not yet.
And eventually we found ourselves on your world, Earth.
What, like Merlin?
Why is he hiding us? And what is our danger if discovered by the rest of his people?
Weapon status, Mr. Scott.
Everything's out but life support systems.
You're telling me in a ship as large as the Enterprise, there's not a single pagan on board who can help them? There's got to be at least one person who practices magic on board. At least one.
Spock, do you
Thank you,
honestly
Spock.
believe that as long as we're in this universe, we can work magic too?
One
Yeah.
uses the resources at hand, Captain. Watch now.
It's great that Spock is the one who figured it out. Go, Sulu, you can do it. That's what you choose?
You'll be found.
Have been found. So, the people of Earth would spread their evil to our home?
Oh no.
It looks like ancient Earth, Spock. 16th or 17th century, I'd guess.
As a specialist in the ethics of magic, I have been appointed prosecutor.
So when they visited Earth and openly practiced magic, they were hunted down and killed. I can see why they're upset. I can't even blame them for this. It makes sense.
For what was done to us there,
Lucian has said only that you came as wise men, helpful wizards.
then hear this. I was known as Asmodeus, he
Oh,
who sees
no.
all.
He was Asmodeus?
But wherever we went, the story was invariably the same.
Demons.
Some humans would attempt to use us to gain power, They turned against us and taught other humans to fear us, to hate. Those of us who survived came to the town of Salem in Massachusetts as settlers and burned for it. Never again have we explored. Who will speak in defense of the Earth humans?
I will, Asmodeus. I am not of Earth. Tell the court, please, Captain Kirk. Would you say that since Salem, humans have changed?
I think we've been trying to, Spock. The records of the Enterprise are open for your inspection. All the history of Earth and the Federation is at your disposal. Look, compare that with the Earth you once knew.
But Lucian must be punished.
No.
For his betrayal of his people, he shall be confined in limbo for all eternity.
Seriously?
To live with only himself.
No.
That's not fair.
Use the magic you know. Believe.
Okay, a wizard battle in a mythical representation of Salem is not something I expected to see in a Star Trek episode. This is epic. If anyone can, he can. He is James T. Kirk.
This last was a test of your intentions, Captain. We had to be certain your records were no ruse. We have been tricked before, much to our pain and sorrow.
A favorite old Earth custom friendship.
If he was, this would be the second time Lucifer was cast out. And thanks to you, the first time, he was saved.
What an innovative episode for its time period. It makes me wonder if any of the writers were just a fan of mythology, or if they happened to know some pagans and thought it would be interesting to put that into an episode. When the title had magic with a K, I kind of suspected it might be about actual magic. It was an interesting choice to portray Lucifer, who's technically a fallen angel and quite handsome and beautiful, a lot more like the Lucifer series that's currently running.
I know what you really are. What I am is annoyed, so just let me get to my club and move along, please. I know these murders!
And instead make him look like a satyr from Greek mythology, who were basically benevolent beings who liked to party and hung out with Dionysus. How did we go from satyrs dancing around in the forest drinking wine to Lucifer? Not to get religious, but Star Trek did it first, bringing this up. My guess is it was a result of the Christians who believed the pagans were evil and used their symbolism, and we got this idea that Lucifer looks like a Greek party animal. I mean, I don't get where that came from, but what's fun is that C.S. Lewis kind of reclaimed fawns. He's the one that brought them back and said, no, fawns are cool.
Well, I was hiding in the wardrobe in the spare room.
Spare room? Is that in Narnia?
Narnia? What's that?
Oh, dear girl, you're in it.
C.S. Lewis making fawns cool again. I don't understand why Star Trek decided to perpetuate this issue. Maybe they were trying to avoid the cliche with the tail and the red and the huge horns. And they thought, let's just go back and show a more normal looking being. The thing that bothers me about this episode is the choice to animate Lucifer as Pan, basically. Especially in this day and age when we're destroying the natural wilderness. And just yesterday I was out picking up trash by the beach, and there was so much trash that humans just dumped. Pan represents those of us who go and try and fix that. To have him put next to Lucifer, who has nothing to do with Pan, this is not a rant that I expected to go on with Star Trek the Animated Series. But here we are. To clarify, we are discussing the mythology of these religions. The idea that there is somewhere in the center of the universe creating new matter, it's not something I've really thought about. I don't think it's probably possible. I mean, isn't there something about matter cannot be created or destroyed? That being said, I'm not an astrophysicist. I don't know about these things. I thought it was some great effects when they were in all those explosions with the fireworks kind of going off all over around the Enterprise. That was a lot of fun. Great animation in this episode overall. So as controversial as this story and how it was portrayed is, as an episode, it was fascinating. I was riveted the whole time. So I think it was successful. This was a very bold choice from Star Trek to bring this up. This one really pushed the envelope of what Star Trek can get away with. And isn't that what the show is all about? Asking questions, pushing boundaries. It's very Star Trek. Oh, 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 oh.